Hi, this is Luke from Boss Web Systems, and in this video we're going to talk about how to classify contents and create new categories. So I'm just creating a new page here. It's called Company News, and I'm going to share some human resources news and some management news. Now there's going to be a lot of different announcements going into these, and they're going to be constantly updated. So rather than having to create new announcements and then put each one on the page individually, I'm going to set up some categories, place the category listing on the page, and then it'll just take care of itself. So what I need to do first is make sure that the categories have been created. So to do that, scroll up and head to the admin menu and then manage categories. So this will show us all of the categories that we have existing at the moment. Management and HR is not in there, so we'll need to create them. Now these are really not subcategories, they're their own top level ones. So we're going to add two new top level categories, one for HR and another for management. Okay, so now that these have been created, we're ready to place the listings on the page. So if I head back to website, web pages and events, formerly events, now company news, so you just ignore the events part. We just need to now place the announcement listings under their respective headings. So if I open up the module manager using this little blue circle with the white cross, or at the top selecting add modules to web page in the action box, I'm going to add news items and display a list of news. Okay, so I'm just going to place the cursor under Human Resources and select for the display criteria all items in a category classification. So then we just choose which classification we need, and in this instance we need HR. And insert. And there we go. So we can see that it's the module announcement tag, but rather than the I that would denote an individual announcement, we have the C, which obviously stands for category, and then just the category ID number. So it's just going to display all of the announcements in category 80318. Now we just need to place the same for management, so change the classification category to management and insert, and there we are. So now we're ready to go. If I hit update and preview in new browser, there we are. So we don't have any announcement yet. Now we need to create those announcements and classify them as HR or management. So modules and announcements. Now, categories apply to anything, not just announcements. It could be a literature item, it could be bookings, they could be lots of different things. So it's not just announcements that categories apply to. So HR event 1 and save. So once you've saved your event, put all your content in, just need to, over on the side, classify this news or classify this item. Okay, so in the window that appears, just select the relevant classification and just use the top arrow to move it across. Here we go. So now I'm just going to create another news item. And save. And classify it again. So you can see that once you've set up the classification, it's a lot easier than to just create new ones and just classify them, as opposed to having to place each of these individually on the page as they're created. Management, wasn't it? Management event 1. Save. So they need to be saved before you can classify them. And management. Okay, so if we head back to the page now and refresh, those will automatically pick up those announcements and put them straight in. And there we go. That is how you use classifications to keep track of your content. Thanks.